Let's obviously talk about this great story. Like, let's cheer it for that script. What a fantastic script. Let's go back to the story. Can you talk about the origins of James?
The origins of the story?
Yeah.
I had this seed of an idea about a guy who gets into a battle with his future self, and he kind of messes up his life. And Jeremy was looking for kind of the next project. We had just done a film together, and he said, "You got any ideas?" And I'm not the kind of writer that has multiple ideas at one time. I didn't have one sort of shitty idea, and this was it. And I told him, and
I made it less shitty. Woo! This is Ian and Steve. They wrote the music.
Fantastic.
They did the score, and also that amazing opening song was done as well.
Let's ask you about that fantastic cast. What about the cast of James versus Gustav? Tell us how, obviously, you're heavily involved in the film, but you want to tell us about some of your co-stars, and particularly Daniel Stern, how you got involved, and Francis Corey.
Yeah, Daniel Stern, we knew we wanted someone to play older me who had some sort of the same essence. If you look at Daniel Stern's older work, especially when he's a younger man, City Slickers and Home Alone and Diner, he's kind of a lovable loser, kind of a nerdy, Jewy kind of goofball. We have the same eyes. Literally, we have the same eyes. I should look into that. We had a very, very short list of actors that were going to kind of fit the bill. We also like that he's kind of become this different person than he was when we sort of know him from the 80s and 90s. He's hulking and kind of, he talks like a cowboy from Maryland, and he's just like, he's a different guy. We like the way that he evolved. So you get that nostalgic sense when you look at Daniel Stern now that I knew what he once was, and this is what he's become, and that kind of played right into it too.
And do you guys want to talk about the soundtrack and what your process was going through that?
Yes.
Our process was basically the sci-fi aspect of it. We were all inspired by Blade Runner a little bit.
I think the cue I gave you was Beach Boys meets Blade Runner.
That's right. So so we kind of thought if Brian Wilson and Vangelis were put in a blender, what might happen, and we had a lot of fun.
And a little klezmer in there as well, just for laughs. And it's kind of like fun to because nobody ever asked for this kind of music from us. So it's like, oh, we get to go big. We get to do classic sort of Silvestri, Blade Runner kind of, film score. So it was really fun.
Yeah, it was fun to be thematic and fun to do it old school,
Nerd out.
Yeah, to nerd out and to not be afraid to maybe be a little more manipulative than a lot of scores might be these days. But only sometimes, not all the time. We just picked our moments,
And just do some weird stuff. That the one bottle of pop thing is something that I threw in because it amused me, and then everyone else loved it. And so that's actually in that song. We have Jonas's wife is on vocals, I'm on vocals, and our kids are doing that song. And we recorded that as.
Did anyone also notice that Jeremy was the security guard leading Daniel Stern? The cop leading Daniel Stern out?
No one noticed that.
No.
I have to take a moment to acknowledge all the people who worked on the movie that are in the house. Okay, really quickly. Jordan Walker produced the movie with me. We have a third partner, and that's Jonathan Bronfman. He was he's quiet, he's a silent partner, but he's an amazing producer. And Andrew Bronfman, who is the unsung hero of this movie, is our co-producer, and he's incredible. Thanks, Andrew, for everything. Ginger Martini that's her real name, was our costume designer. Brilliant costumes in the film. Emilia is in the house. She ran the office during production and saved our asses. Julie, our amazing publicist, I believe is out here. Woo! Peter Krieger is one of the world's leading, particle physicist.
Peter, get down here. Where are you?
Come on now, Peter. He's amazing. Please come. Yeah. Peter works at the University of Toronto. He's one of the world's leading particle physicists, and he was an invaluable resource for us and helped us so much and gave some of the best stuff in this movie was his ideas.
Peter works at CERN. Yeah. When we first met Peter, we sat down in a bar with him. we were showing him our lookbook that we'd made up, and it included some shots of the particle accelerator. And he's like, "Yeah, I designed that."
No. We showed him a picture of a part of the Large Hadron Collider in Switzerland, and he just kind of went, and I went, "Oh, are you familiar with this piece?" Well, I manned the team that built that, yes.
Come on, say something.
I was actually going to ask a question which is perfect for Peter. Tell us about the science in the movie. How authentic was it? Or did you kind of, between you, make it up as you went along?
I think in a movie like this, what you try to do is make the language of the science authentic, not the science itself. Obviously, we haven't figured out time travel, so it's not that we're allowed to say.
But also, Peter helped us rewrite our sex scene. He was the one that was like, "Oh, you have the ice cube." He would make it a loop. So that was Peter's idea.
That was the one problem they asked me to read the script, but that was the one problem they actually sent me was how do we turn this into, yeah.
How do we turn the sex scene into a nerdy science scene? And I was like, well.
Every physicist knows how to do that, so.
Now you guys know Peter's secret moves.
I think at that point we should throw it open to the floor. Has anybody got some questions to fire out? We'll start with that. Go for it. See you later.
What would you do if you could time travel?
What would you do if you could time travel? I guess for any of you guys.
Maybe go back and there's a couple things I'd like to tweak and fix on the movie. Just a couple things. I'd probably go back and relive. Tell my younger self I wasn't great with the ladies in life. No, I know. No, I swear. I know. It's hard to imagine. In high school, I'd like to tell high school me a few things. What about you?
This is gonna be like the cheesy, corny part where it's like my mom died when I was 16. I'd go back and see her. Aww. Just like James would have, but he can't go back that far.
I changed mine.
Nope.
To my dad passed, and I'd like to go back. James Lazarenko, our sound recordist, is also here in the house. He recorded all the sound in the movie. He's amazing.
Yeah, what would you
I think we should ask the physicist.
Oh, yeah. Get comfy.
Settle in. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe something other than physics, but maybe not. I mean,
No. We need you. We need you in
I'm a
physics.
pretty happy guy, so I don't think I'd change
The world needs you, Peter.
Okay, we got some more from that crowd? Anybody want to shout one out? Go for it.
How would you explain deja vu moments in your life? Are they parallel universe or something?
It's a glitz.
Deja vu? Yeah, I think who here hasn't experienced some kind of... Oh, he asked, how do you explain or experience?
Yeah, how do you explain deja
Do
vu?
you just explain?
Yeah, I don't understand the science of deja vu. I've had it in my life for sure. And there's always little weird stuff where you just feel like this has happened before and whatnot. And I don't know if that plays into...
I think it's a glitch in the Matrix, isn't it?
The Berenstein
here.
Yeah.
I have a theory on deja vu, which is that it's your brain. There's your real-time experiences, and then there are your memories, and your organizational system misfires, and it puts a current experience immediately into memory, and then you recall it, and you experience it sort of through the back door at the same time that you're experiencing it in real time.
Wow.
So that's
Oh,
my
yeah. Okay. I think the closest thing I have is like every now and then I'll have, if there's something going on the next day that I'm a little stressed about, I have these things I call warning dreams, where just all the stuff gets fucked up so bad, and I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I know how to do that better. I have my own little Groundhog Day thing that happens in my dreams.
Over there. A lot of films won't do that because they're worried they won't be able to wire audience. Do you think it's important for filmmakers to start featuring Canada?
Yeah, he's asking if we were scared of saying that we were a Canadian film that took place in Canada. No, because Canada's awesome. I think we're over that. I think there was this weird period in our history where we put American money in movies and stuff and just pretended we weren't Canadian because we thought that would limit our chance of broadcast sales or festivals in the US, and that's stupid.
Right?
Look at Orphan Black. Orphan Black never hid the fact that they were from Toronto. Nobody gave a fuck, so neither did we. But thank you, that's a great question. I'm not gonna drop the mic, I don't own this thing.
Please do it.
Pretend I dropped the mic.
Please do
The
it.
idea of work versus love, staying present in the moment, what is
think we're really bad at it. No, I mean, sorry, repeat the question. What inspired us to anchor the film in like a theme about being in the present? The time travel movie that takes place entirely in the present, about being in the present, not a mistake. I mean, I think that's something that we're both parents.
Yeah.
We both have families, all of us. You know, and I think it's something that's one of the big challenges being an artist working in an industry like this. It's like you do, I think that was the one thing as I became a dad and I was moving on with that, is like finding a way to kind of, not compartmentalize, but almost just, I think the main core of the film for me is that thing that Jimmy says, where it's like, wherever you are, be all there. And that took me a long time to learn and to get even like half-ass good at, and realizing that it's like, if I'm gonna be with my kids, I'm gonna be with my kids. I'm not gonna think about the movie I'm working on, the script, I'm gonna be there, because otherwise I shouldn't, what's the point? And so I think that was one thing that we were on.
Yeah, and we actually took us some time to find that. There were versions of this script for a long time where that wasn't what James needed to overcome or discover or realize. We had something, I think, that was a lot shallower and just less interesting for a long time. Tried to crack that, and once we figured that out, I think the whole thing for us as writers kind of started to fall into place, and it felt very true to what we were going through in our lives.
We got some more questions? Anybody in the middle or the back? Oh, over there, go for it, yeah.
Just a question about the final scene with the alternate realities of the
Alternate realities, you say, go on.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool, but I just wasn't sure exactly 100% what you were trying to tell me with that part. Was it the fact that it was alternate reality?
So he wants me to explain my fucking ending to him. No, I'm not gonna do that. It's not obscure, it's artistic.
Yeah, it's very arty.
You find me at the bar after and I'll probably tell you.
I think it's possible that, have we talked about this recently? Jeremy and I might have actually different ideas about what it means, which I love. I mean, he wins because he's the stupid director, but we kind of like that it's somewhat ambiguous. So
there's a couple of different ways you can interpret it.
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna do it. I already swore and said I wouldn't. Yeah, we'll save it for the pub. You can ask me at the pub and I'll probably tell you. I'll tell you my opinion. It doesn't mean it's right. Art is subjective, God damn it.
Okay, calm down, man.
It's really exciting to swear in front of people that don't care.
We've got time for maybe just one more. Does anybody?
Make it good.
So much pressure.
Oh, okay. Over there, go for it.
Brave person.
How long did it take you to write the script from the beginning of the idea to like a final kind of shooting?
I think from the moment we kind of sat around and pitched the idea to actual shooting the movie was 2.5 years.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Which for me is so far the fastest I've ever gone from idea to camera, like by a long shot. And for him,
It took fucking forever.
it was the longest he's ever, of his 5 films, it was the longest, so make of that what you will.
We met in the middle.
Before you guys go, can you just tell the fans where and when they can see James get released, like the release strategy?
Yeah, so the film is being released in theaters across Canada in January, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Shortly thereafter, you can find it on all the platforms the kids are watching today. And then it's going to be on Crave. If you guys know the Bell Media Crave. Oh, you know Crave? It's going to be on Crave next year. That's okay.
Let's give it up one more time for these very talented filmmakers. And we'll see you at the